Hello, and welcome to the Soulful Self-Development Podcast. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Hannah Sutherland. I'm a lover of all things self-care, personal development, and spirituality. I have created this podcast to help you grow into the most soulful version of yourself while creating more joy, magic, and purpose in your everyday life. If you're ready to live a life so full, then you, my friend, have come to the right place. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and now let's dive deep. Hello, you beautiful souls, and welcome back to another episode of the Soulful Self-Development Podcast, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, I am going to be talking about a few things, but first, I just want to talk about me for a second. Me talking? No way. It's almost like I should have a podcast or something. Anyway, it was just my birthday a couple weeks ago, and I had the most fabulous birthday I think I've ever had. My friends threw me a surprise party, and it was so amazing, and it was mushroom themed, and they had mushroom balloons, and yeah, it was just, honestly, my heart is so full. Just thinking about it, I want to tear up because, honestly, I always wanted a surprise party. I mean, who doesn't want a surprise party? And I got a full-on surprise party. I made no plans for my birthday. I was gonna go to my sister's house and, hang out because I turned 25, and I'm like, do I need to do anything crazy? No. I had a weird birthday a couple birthdays ago where I was like, I think I'm too old for this, and now I'm 25, so I'm like, oh. And then my friends went and threw me a full-on surprise party, and my birthday was on a Tuesday. Good thing my friends are all DJs, most of them. I still had other friends come that were not DJs, but yeah, I just still feel so much gratitude, and I just am so lucky to be surrounded by so many people that love me and went out of their way to decorate, and they baked me a cake that said Gemini season, and it was just amazing. And I was feeling kind of in a little bit of a funk, just creative wise, and I think it's because I often get so many ideas in my brain that I can get to a point of feeling very overwhelmed because I have so many ideas. That's like as if I have so many ideas for so long, and then I will get to a point where I feel like I have no ideas, and I don't know if I'm overwhelmed because of so many ideas. And anyway, it can be a lot. So I apologize because for the last month I have been kind of slacking on the podcast, and my life has been kind of chaotic. So I just want to let you know I am back. And I'm very excited, and I have a lot I want to share with you guys, and I'm going to record a few episodes to put in a bank instead of getting super excited and just releasing them as soon as I record them because I can't control myself. I'm going to save them for a rainy day when I'm feeling uninspired. And that's what I need to do. And as for the rest of my life, I can't really complain. And lately I've been going through this thing, which is going to be essentially what the rest of this episode is about, talking about just being so aware of how things make you feel. Because at the end of the day, this is the most important thing ever. Because how you feel is going to be reflected back to you into what your reality is. And this is so true. And it's not only surrounding yourself by people that love you and throw you the most amazing surprise birthday parties and receiving so much love from all the people around you. I've also been getting a lot of love from strangers lately, and I'm just feeling very appreciative. I hide these little cards. I will write little cute notes on cards and hide them in books and stuff in stores. I actually had a girl reach out to me that found my card in a book in Edmonton, and she messaged me and said thank you, and I thought that was really sweet. And then I was out me and my sister went to the city for the day. She got her wedding dress fitted, and we went shopping. We went to a greenhouse and the conservatory. If you've never been to the conservatory, please go. It is very magical. There are definitely a lot of fairies that live in there. I think they need some animals in there, like little frogs or like crickets or birds or something, to have like more nature noise in there, because it's very quiet for being around for being in nature, because usually you always have some sort of little noise going on. But I love it. It's in Edmonton. Highly recommend. They have 4 different rooms, and one is like cactuses, one is like tropical plants, one is like plants I think that you would find around here, and then there's a 4th room that is seasonal and it changes. The first time I went there, it was dinosaurs and it was really cool, and then this time that we went there, it was like a garden. It was like called like a royal garden or a royal wedding or something, and it had a bunch of begonias and these like fancy mirrors everywhere, and yeah, it was really cool. So if you're in Edmonton, highly recommend. Anyway, I wore this cute outfit. I read about dressing like your Venus sign, which makes sense because Venus is a planet of love and beauty. So if you dress like the energy that your Venus sign is in, you're kind of accentuating that part of yourself that is the energy of your love and beauty, which is low-key genius. Glad this is a trend. My Venus is in Cancer. So the aesthetic of Cancer is very like feminine, like light pastels, like lace, just pretty. Bows in your hair, which is honestly totally my vibe. So I'm really glad. And then also, I've also read about doing your makeup or also kind of dressing like your rising sign, which my rising sign is Libra, which is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and beauty. So also very light and like naturally beautiful and just feminine, and is totally my vibe. A combination of the two of those could not be more factual to who I am. So believe in astrology, guys, it's for real. Anyway, I wore this super cute outfit and I was totally feeling myself, and me and my sister were out in the city, and the amount of compliments I got on my outfit, and I was just feeling so good, and it was so great. And I had this little old lady come up to me and she was like, "You are so beautiful. I really hope you're here to take pictures of yourself." I was like, "Oh, low-key, yes I am. Thank you." Yeah, it was amazing, and she was so cute. And we saw her in like the cafe. We were having lunch, and then we saw her in there, and she is just, I love old ladies. I can't wait to be an old lady. I mean, I'm going to enjoy every stage of my life, and don't get me wrong, I love being young and cute and having fun, but I'm gonna love being an old lady because I love old ladies. Anyway, so also what has been going on for me is really focusing on how things make me feel. Yes, we're coming back to this. Okay, so this is where I was going with this. I got this app. If you don't have it, please go download it and do yourself a favor. And let's bring awareness to all the shit that is put in the foods, and not just foods, also products that we use every single day or eat every single day, that can be marketed to us as health foods or whatever. Also, foods that are not marketed as healthy still helps. I don't know what it is. It's like ignorance is bliss. So you can just, not know all the things that are in the food that you're eating and eat it guilt-free. Well, I've created this awareness for myself of all the shit that is in the food, and now I cannot do it. And honestly, I'm really grateful because I feel like this is like the up level I needed in my life, because my journey with health, I'm a very healthy person. I, knock on wood, have not really had to deal with any health issues in my life. And I'm very, very, very thankful for that. And I love my body, but I also loved, past tense, I'm getting over this love, junk food. Okay. I have a sweet tooth. I'm hoping that it goes away. Or I find healthy alternatives, which is going to have to be fruit, because it's the only thing that's not going to kill me if I eat it. So This app is called Yucca, if I didn't say that. Yuka. The picture is a little carrot. I highly suggest you download it. It's free. If you want the full version, they just take a donation of like $20 to $30, I think, and you get to use it for a year. And it donates to a good cause because they are like adding more and more so that we can use this app. So essentially what you do is scan the barcode of whatever you want. It does food and also it does like beauty products such as makeup, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, lotions, things like that. It unfortunately does not do like protein powders and pre-workouts and things like that. And it also does not rate cleaning products, which I hope they get there one day because I know those things are also probably have a lot of stuff in them that we don't need. So I started going to the grocery store and scanning all these things. And obviously there's things like my favorite mac and cheese, Cracker Barrel mac and cheese is literally so good, but so bad. It rated 0 out of 100. Maybe 1 out of 100. I think so, maybe one kind is 1 and one kind is 0. Anyway, disgusting. Which makes sense because when I eat it, I never feel good. You get the satisfactory of eating something that's yummy, and then by the time it hits your stomach, you're like, oof, I regret that decision. And then you feel gross. And I'm really trying to tell myself before I eat things and remind myself of what am I really going to feel like when I eat this? What is this really doing for me in the long run? And having this app has really, really helped because it has become a lot easier to see what is actually in it that's making me feel like shit, and I can be like, oh, no, don't want to put that in my body because food is fuel. And although I've heard that a million times, I'm really, 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 really starting to see that. And I'm very thankful. So, Yucca, get it, download it. It's disgusting how much stuff is in not just our foods, also products that we put on our skin. And let's just remember that our skin is the largest organ in our body, and everything that we absorb on our skin goes directly into our bloodstream. So you might as well be eating it. So yes, the lotions, the perfumes, body wash, shampoo and conditioner, deodorant, literally anything that you're putting on your skin. Also makeup. Makeup is a really, really bad one. I rated the makeup in my makeup kit. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, but I love to do my makeup every once in a while. And I have had to throw out almost everything in my makeup kit because my concealer was a 0 out of 100. I mean, I don't use it very much. I've had the same one for like over a year because I don't use it, but not good. Throw it in the garbage. Now I gotta find a good one. And that kind of sucks because I don't necessarily like to spend a lot of money on makeup because I don't use it very often, but I'm gonna have to start investing in clean makeup because I do notice a difference if I go through a phase of wearing makeup a lot, as if, if I'm doing something that I want to feel fancy, like a few days in a row or something, my face will break out and it gets all gross. So that's why I don't like to wear makeup, because my skin's very glowy on its own and I don't really ever feel like I need makeup, but sometimes I just like to, enhance my beauty a little bit. But, that's the fun part about being a girl in this life, is embracing that. So I'm all for it, but clean beauty products. So I have found some that are pretty good. I have like blushes and stuff that rated good, and there's this one brand that I like called Essence, and that's just a drugstore brand. You can get it from Shoppers Drug Mart, and it's actually really, really cheap. Everything is like $5, and most of it rated pretty good. So there is some things that didn't rate so good from that brand, unfortunately, but there was some things that actually rated really high. So just kind of have to go through and scan everything to see, but it's really nice to know that I'm avoiding all these toxins that I was just willingly putting in my body for no reason. Okay. So, yes. And also the other thing that I know about myself, which I think is probably true for a lot of people, which is why I am sharing this information, is that I know, like, when I'm kind of sad or feeling a sort of way, I want to eat sweet foods. It is an emotional like connecting emotions to foods. And if you didn't grow up with, healthy coping mechanisms for emotions, if I'm like having a bad day or I'm feeling kind of sad in any way, I want to eat ice cream. I also want to eat ice cream when I'm celebrating things, because I'm not gonna lie, I love ice cream. It's probably my favorite food in the entire world, and that I will never give up totally, completely, just limiting and maybe trying to find a healthier option of ice cream if I can. And there's some things I'm just never gonna scan because I don't want to know. But most of the things I'm gonna scan so that I do know, and I stop putting them in my body, because my energy has become very, very aware. So I was feeling kind of sad. I don't even know why. Part of being an empath, sometimes I just feel emotions, they're not even mine. And I just really wanted a treat, so I went and got a treat, and I ate my treat, and then I laid on the couch and felt like garbage. And I was like, you know what, Hannah, we're going through this. I know we're going through this for a reason, and sometimes you have to fall back to remind yourself why you're going on this certain path. And I came to the conclusion that I no longer like junk food. I actually hate it. And there's obviously going to be the odd time where I slip and I'm like, oh, I really want ice cream, or oh, I really want whatever. And I'm going to have to tell myself, Hannah, no. Do you want to feel like shit? Because I did, and my brain was so foggy and my body felt so heavy. I did not want to get off the couch. And, every once in a while I do allow myself to have a lazy day where I just can lay around and do nothing. I mean, as long as I get some things accomplished, like for example, Sunday, I was having a lazy day because I worked all weekend and I was tired and all jet lagged from staying up till 5 a.m, working grad parties, and I cleaned the whole house, though did like a really good clean because my energy was feeling funky. So I cleaned everything, wiped out all the surfaces, cleaned all my bedding, vacuum, mop, everything, just like really got the energy out, the funky energy out. And then I allowed myself to kind of have a lazy afternoon because I just wanted to relax, and I still was doing work a little bit while being lazy, but it just feels good to let yourself be lazy sometimes, and that is okay. But back to how things make us feel. The next biggest part about this is movement, and this is something that I have known for a long time, but I'm just really, really passionate about this. And it's not just because of movement. Like, we know that there's physical benefits to movement as to why we should move our bodies. Obviously, it lowers your risk of things like stroke, heart attack, type 2 diabetes, just any of those like really big health scares that seem like they're really common but are actually really easily avoided if we are healthy human beings. But they're normal, sadly, in today's society, and we're going to try and make that not normal because it's absolutely messed up that we just accept that, people have strokes. No, that's terrible. We're not taking care of ourselves. We shouldn't be having strokes. I think it's pretty much very well avoidable, especially when we start scanning things of what we're putting in our bodies. Anyway, back to it. Movement. Movement is so important. Because of the physical benefits, but people don't really talk about the emotional, mental, and spiritual benefits to movement. And so if we like to picture ourselves as we are electromagnetic beings, right? We have an aura. We have this big energetic field that surrounds us. So it's not just our bodies, it's also this field of energy that expands up to 6 feet around us. And it holds all kinds of energy in there. And the biggest type of energy that we deal with in our life is emotions, which are supposed to be energy in motion. However, in society, we are not necessarily keeping these energies in motion. We are keeping these energies inside of our bodies and our energetic fields, and we're not letting them flow. This happens when you don't deal with emotions as they come up, you push them down, you have unhealthy ways of dealing with emotions. Like I just talked about how I want to eat ice cream when I'm sad. That would be an unhealthy way of dealing with emotion, rather than just feeling the sadness, honoring that I feel sad, crying, letting it out, telling myself it's okay, and then moving on. Sometimes maybe ice cream helps. I don't know. But we end up holding all this kind of energy in our energetic field. And movement helps us to move it out of our energetic field. And it's like such a healthy coping mechanism to so many things, especially when it comes to emotions like anger and sadness and any of those emotions where you're just like, you know, I get so frustrated with those emotions because I genuinely am a very happy person, but that can be not beneficial to me in a way, because then I have these big scary emotions like anger and sadness and these things that when they do come up for me, I'm not necessarily the best at dealing with them, because I like to feel happy. I love being happy. I'm happy 90% of the time, but I'm human, so obviously I'm going to have these other emotions. And if I don't have a good way of dealing with them, they get stored in this energetic field. But movement is so powerful because we can move it, and it helps us move out the energies that are stuck in our field. So, and within our bodies. So I have been seeing a lot of things about somatic workouts, but this is essentially like because we store these emotions in our bodies. So there can be different places depending on what kind of emotion or trauma that you're storing in your body. But this is why working at all different parts of your body. But like hips are a really, really big one, especially for me. I just had a Reiki a couple weeks ago, and I had 2 giant balls in my hips that were, when my hips bother me a lot. I can't remember exactly what it was. But anyway, I removed it and my hips felt so freaking great. And that's a big thing though. And I will stretch my hips extra and give my hips extra love and do lots of hip movements. And it always helps get rid of those stored emotions and trauma there. So just know movement is very powerful. And again, not just because of the physical benefits, but it's helping us with these emotions. And spiritually, it helps us because we stay connected to our physical body. And I know for somebody like me that's very spiritual, and I spend a lot of time up in my head, that sometimes there is just a lot going on. And sometimes I miss, the place that I came before being on this earth. And I have to remind myself, like, I am human right now, and I'm here for a reason, and I'm here to have this experience, and I'm here to learn and grow, and I'm also here to teach and inspire, and that's okay, and this is just part of my journey, and here is home. Home is here for now, and that's okay. But I used to really, really, really struggle with the sense of home, and it just always felt like I didn't belong. But that's a really big part of why movement can be really helpful for spirituality, because the more that you move your body and you feel at home with your body and you feel in tune with your body, you become more spiritually connected with your body. And our bodies are so powerful. Our bodies know. I actually listened to this thing the other day and it was so beautiful. And I just hope that more people become aware of this, because it is amazing. And it was talking about how in Western society, we focus a lot on the mind, like mindset and how powerful our mind is, and everything's all mind, which is true in a way. But in the Eastern societies, they focus on their body, and it talked about how our bodies just know, and when we can be in tune with our bodies, there is so much messages that our bodies are sending us, such as if you're spending time around somebody that's like not good for you, your body will send you messages through different things happening. This girl used, for example, like getting acne on her back because this dude was cheating on her, and it's just so very true. Like being in tune with your body is such a powerful spiritual gift, because it will tell you if you like something or not. I use muscle testing all the time for testing if my body likes things. And my body will tell me. You can feel it in your body if you eat something and you feel disgusting and you feel like you have no energy and you have all this brain fog and you can't do anything. This is your body telling you no and rejecting whatever it is that you just put in your body. If you're using products on your skin and your skin is breaking out and doesn't like it, your body doesn't like it. Your body's trying to get rid of it. It's trying to expel it from your body because it doesn't want it there. And this is the same, like, works the same for people as well, and situations and things. I went to a thrift store the other day and I walked in and just instantly, it's like this energy slapped me in the face. Like, it was like a headache. It was like so intense. And like, I mean, yes, there's a lot of energy in a thrift shop because all of those things have come from people before and they're all holding energy from their previous homes. And you're walking through and looking at all people's used things, which is awesome, but also that shit needs to be cleared. Literally, as soon as we got in the car, me and my sister were just like saging herself, and that sage was burning. There was some funky energy that it was getting rid of, and then we felt great. It was fine, but I felt it in my body instantly. I was like, huh? No, absolutely not. So I think we need to be way more kind to our bodies and making sure that we move our bodies and we fuel our bodies with things that are healthy and make us feel good, because our bodies are so important. They are the vessel that we get to experience this life with, and they are the portal to our soul. They're holding our soul right now. They are our home while we're here, and we need to be kind to our bodies. You know, make sure that you drink lots of water. This is a reminder, I'm going to be chugging my water after this because I don't think I've drinking enough water today. And to stretch. Stretching is so good for your body. If you don't stretch, I highly recommend. I love stretching. I stretch almost every single day. Every single day if I can. I feel gross if I don't stretch. And I think part of it is because I am a dancer, but I just like, I don't know. I feel so in my body when I stretch, and I just love that. So I highly recommend stretch, scan your food, move your body, treat your body with love and respect, and honor how you feel. Okay, really listen to your body and how you feel and all the things going on, because not only of what's going on inside, feeling how you feel inside from your emotions, and also like how you feel from like the foods and stuff that you eat, and also how external sources make you feel, okay? Because that is also a really big impact into your life and your energy and your health and your wellness and how everything all blends together. If you are surrounding yourself with people, or, you know, if you have a job that you're like always so stressed out, you feel like your hair is turning gray, I'm just gonna say there's probably something better out there for you that's less stressful. And as humans, we are not actually meant to be stressed out that much all the time. It's actually very unhealthy, and I'm not sure that anything's worth it. For me, at least not. My peace is worth so much to me, and I vow to never let myself get involved in something so much that I lose my peace, because boy, is that very special. And I feel like very rare in this world. But this is how you get to the point of being very peaceful with yourself and the world around you, and just feeling like, yeah, okay, what's next? And just really taking care of your body, because it's your vessel and it's very important. And I don't know if anyone else has been feeling this about energy lately, being very, very, very sensitive to energy, or maybe it's just me, because I am a very spiritual, open channel, and sometimes the universe likes to throw things at me. So thank you, universe, for teaching me all these crazy lessons. And thank you for staying with me for this episode that was honestly kind of all over the place, because I was just absolutely winging it. But I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to wrap it up. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much. And before I go, I do just want to say I am officially taking one-on-one clients. I am doing one-on-one sessions. So just offering 1-hour sessions to work with me one-on-one, where I tune into your energy, help you with energetic blocks, things that are in your energy right now, to go through them, help you move them out of your body, and give you some tools, tips, tricks on how to get rid of them, move on, and create more love, joy, peace, and magic in your life. And they do not have to be held in person, so if you don't live near me, that is okay. We can do them via Zoom, because energy is really cool like that, and I can read your energy from anywhere you are in the world as long as I have your permission. So let me know if you want to have a one-on-one session. You can DM me on Instagram, and we can set up a time that works for both of us. And I look forward to working with you. Thank you so much, you guys. I love you all so much, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye!
Thank you so much for tuning in today and making Soulful Self-Development possible. I am grateful for each and every one of you. If you enjoyed the show today, make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. Stay tuned for new episodes coming out every Wednesday. You can connect with me on social media at soulful.self.development. I would absolutely love to hear from you. You guys make my heart so full. See you next time.